Ahoy there, internet land people. It's me again. So yesterday I put out this video in a fairly slapdash quick way. I'm kind of given to maybe not overanalyzing these things. I believe that perfectionism, which could be a whole other video or blog post or piece that I might come to at some point, can really hamper people and can lead to procrastination, and often it's better to just accept the imperfections, the fact that I might not have spoken brilliantly, eloquently.
I may not have spelled out all of the properly and maybe not always great.
But anyway, what I spoke about was acceptance, and particularly self-acceptance. And as so often happens, after I've published it, it'll occur to me, oh, I wish I'd said something about that, or qualified that, or brought in something about that. I wanted to do that a bit now because I feel that acceptance or self-acceptance often comes up against change, which is often a regular theme of therapy. People are in a situation that they don't like. They want to change, whether it's work, a relationship, feeling lonely, dating. Can I change? Should I change? Or should I accept that this is just kind of what it's like, that, relationships are difficult, and they are, and they're not always easy, and there will be things to navigate. But now there's this phrase, I suppose it has become quite popular and commonly used in the last 5 to 10 years that I take a little bit of issue with sometimes. It is what it is. Lots of people like that one, and it plays to this idea of acceptance, of just accepting things we can't change. There's this old classic quote: "Grant me the serenity to accept the things I can't change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference." That was Reinhold Niebuhr. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. Obviously the nub is the wisdom to know the difference, because that wisdom to know the difference is quite key to what I'm saying here about it is what it is. Because while it can be quite nice and permissive and thinking, oh, I can't control that or change that, maybe sometimes you can. Maybe sometimes it doesn't have to be what it is, that maybe you actually do have the control and power not to accept that, to say no, to change things. And a lot of this is about belief in yourself and belief in your own power and agency, that maybe it doesn't have to be what it is, because it's kind of permissive, right? It sort of allows this sense of, I can't change it, well, what can I do about it? And if we all lived like that, if we all lived our lives thinking that we didn't have any agency, we couldn't change anything about our lives, then it feels inhibiting, it feels limiting. We can't grow or develop if we believe strongly that we have no power or control, we can't change anything. So the next time you're thinking it is what it is, just catch that thought and then think, does it have to be the way, or could I maybe elicit some sort of change? Could I kind of think differently about this thing that I am just accepting? Is there a solution? Is there an alternative way? Could I maybe talk directly about this thing in an open way, which maybe feels a bit confronting, a little bit scary, but can I just ask the question and kind of elicit some movement? And I see this is quite different from self-acceptance, when in the previous video I was talking a little bit about cognitive dissonance. There are all of these kind of confusions and contradictions that we kind of manage and juggle in our head about kind of ambition, what we want for ourselves, and kind of health sometimes, if we kind of really like a smoke or a drink or whatever. That self-acceptance thing is a bit different from broader acceptance of these external things. It's just this idea of being open to our agency and our ability to speak up for ourselves and to kind of communicate maybe a little bit more directly, which might feel challenging or confronting or difficult, but could help to just, move things along.
That's what I want to say to